Hey, what's going on, Freedomers? A quick example of the Scorpio fourth house, or the Pluto in the fourth house. I did a podcast with a Taurus, uh, and the moon was in Pisces, and I forgot what her other placements are. So they tend to be moon and Pisces tend to be somewhat liars and very secretive. And we did a podcast 7 days ago, and she's on Instagram. Like, she don't post, but she posted on her Insta story. And she ain't. And the deal was she was supposed to let me. She was supposed to pay for my services, my master class. She was supposed to. She was supposed to edit it out, which was probably like a 2-3 minute edit out the clip. I could have did that myself. I didn't feel like doing that, so I just threw it up there on my podcast. And she didn't upload. Like, this is such a perfect example. She didn't. When I followed up with her like 2 days ago, I'm not gonna do it again because I have the audio, so I'm good. When she did the audio, when we did a podcast on her Anchor app, her side of the Anchor, her podcast, and she didn't send me the recording. She didn't send me the recording. She didn't send me the video. Not the video. She didn't send me the edit. She didn't buy my class. She didn't follow up with me. She didn't anything. And I'm sitting here like, yo, so what's up? Where's the podcast? And my intuition, fourth house and North Node, my intuition told me record it. I didn't. Thank God, I did not listen. Thank God I listened. So I had my second phone. Let me show you. Oh, no, I can't show you. But I had my second phone, and it has an audio recorder on it. I just had a flash in my mind's eye. You need to listen. Listen to your inspiration. I had a flash in my mind's eye about, yo, you need to record it. Spirit always knows, yo. And when I recorded it, I just put my second phone. I put my phone on speaker. I should have made it closer, maybe, and just let the audio play. And she's on speaker. We just talking. And maybe I said some things to her that she's like, yo, I can't let this air out and all this other shit. I don't know. Maybe she's a coon. But, I got the lesson from it where she was like, yo, you need to see people in their light, in their mind's eye. Great. Fantastic. And I recorded it, which is my own security. Like, in other words, when you have Pluto in the fourth house, or you have Scorpio in the fourth house, or Scorpio in Cancer, you need to secure yourself emotionally, mentally, financially, spiritually. So what this huge lesson was for me was that I need to secure myself. But so just in case you falter, I'm good. And I'm gonna go hard over the next weekend or so to secure myself, because I've learned it's even a false sense of security when it was a false sense of security, like to do the podcast per se, and she's not of her word. So thank God I secured my own and I recorded it. So when I record it, I have the audio so I can just upload it to my podcast. I'm not gonna promote it, but it's uploaded to my own Anchor. And it was crazy that Spirit told me to upload Anchor. And then when I asked her, hey, can you upload to Anchor? She said, yeah. So I figured it out this morning about around 4:44 a.m. and I uploaded it to my I see 4:44, and I used to upgrade it, and I listened to my intuition. And if I didn't listen, and if I didn't create my own security of making sure I was good, even if you failed, I'd have been in a fucked up position where I gave my time and my energy to somebody and I didn't secure me. And with that, even with the Scorpio North Node, what I realized this morning, what I made, what I had a prop, what I messed up on this year was when somebody gave me a place to stay, right, 8th house, like I'm in now, I should have asked for more from her. And what that means is, if I was gonna do, let's say Shopify, like for instance, she told me to do Shopify, and I didn't have the money, but I was thinking like a Taurus, and I said, yo, I don't have the money. So how am I supposed to do it? And I don't have the money. So it's opposite of my North Node where I was like, yo, if I don't have the money, yo, can you give me $1,000 and I'll drop what I'm doing right now, and I'll do this e-com stuff. I just need the money. I don't have it, and I'll get me some food. I ain't gonna hold you. Tell her what I'm gonna do with it. I'm gonna get me some food and I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna do everything. I'm gonna do the Shopify store. I'm gonna set it up, and when I start making money, I'm gonna set your stuff up too. And I should have went that route instead of saying that I don't have the money, because now I'm in a position where I have to go get the money myself. She's not gonna let me borrow any money because our relationship has dwindled. But that's a lesson learned for the Scorpio North Node of saying like, it's okay to ask if you're dealing with somebody who deals with an exchange and they're integral enough to keep you for quite some time, ask for more of their resources, because if you don't have it, why do you always have to come up with it? And that's just my Taurus and Mercury, where I feel like I was always telling her like, I don't have the money. So how am I supposed to do that? And it was true at the time. I did not have the income. So how was I supposed to do it? How was I supposed to pay for the Shopify? Like, I just met somebody today that said, yo, I have to pay for my Shopify store to be up so I can promote. And I said, that's the problem. And it was true. But if I would have asked her for the money, I would have been good. So yeah, Scorpio North Node in the 4th house, just you have to create your own security. If you don't create your own security, it's if like in other words, if you're sharing resources, that's not your security. And that's a huge one for me. And I think that's a lesson of this morning. We moving forward. This house I'm in. This is 8th house. This is not my house. This is not my security. So it can be taken at any moment. So so she taught me a huge lesson, and I was thinking she was integral and she was this and the third. She full of shit, and that's why I hate dealing with musicians or people in the music industry, because they be so full of shit. And but I wish her, like she told me, I wish her love and light, and I'm gonna see it better in my mind's eye. But I already recorded it and I uploaded it to my shit. I don't need to say nothing to her. That's the great part about the North Node, is that once you're secure with what you got and you did what you need to secure your end, it doesn't matter what they do. You just know you can't fuck with them again. So go to bit.ly/ in all caps, not bit.ly, but this last part, astrology forum in all caps, bit.ly/ astrology forum in caps, to book your session with me, and it'll be in the description. Peace.